Hey guys, so for today's video, it's an update video. I'm pretty sure if y'all have been on my channel that you have seen the videos where I found out about my Uncle Daddy. I haven't done an update video since my last video. If you've seen those, if you haven't, go ahead and go watch them and catch up and then come to this video so that way you can be all caught up before you watch this one. But the last video was me talking about my cuzbro doing a DNA test with the Ancestry.com kit. Well, my cuzbro did the test and it turns out we are
full siblings, it
yes,
says on there.
Because, and this is a weird thing, I never thought.
Really weird.
Yeah, I never thought of this before, but check this. So, your mom and my mom are sisters. Her dad is my dad. Even though he's my uncle, he's my dad. And so, from both sides, we both share the same DNA. And so, when it came out, it said full, what did it say, full-blooded?
I think it said full siblings.
Full siblings.
What mine said.
Yeah. You were able to see more on your end than what I was able to see. I really couldn't see all of that. So I was like, I actually was on live and I took it down because it was I called you. Yeah, I was talking about drama.
And then my number popped up.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, crap. But I was like waiting for the results. And then you could hear, and people were like, you can hear. And I was like, oh, girl, damn. So I took down the video. But the update is that we are full siblings. My uncle is my dad. So now we joke, kind of call him Uncle Daddy. And my cousin brother, so cuzbro. And then I have cousin sisters. So we wanted to do an update kind of on things.
I told him that I was going to do the Ancestry thing, but I kind of didn't say the whole truth. Like, I didn't tell him why I was doing it.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't tell him why. Because I kind of felt like it really wasn't his.
Because then what if it wouldn't have been, and then you would have been like, oh, dang, sorry. Like,
well, not only
you're not the dad.
I want to do Ancestry.
Like, on Maury, you are not the father. Damn. That would be like,
messed up.
Damn, sorry about that, Dad.
So, like, not in a messed up way, but I didn't really feel like it was any of his business. So I kind of just told him.
I mean, it kind of is, but kind of not. I get what you mean.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
So I kind of just told him, like, I'm trying to put together this family tree. And I originally wasn't lying completely because I was trying to put together my family tree on Ancestry. And I was like, you know, his dad passed away when he was really young.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the car died on the train tracks and he was trying to like fix it or something and he got hit by the train and so he died.
Why didn't he like jump out of the way?
I have no idea.
Oh man, that's crazy.
So I never met my grandpa. My grandma, I think she's like 91 now or something. She's up there in age. But she's like really strong, still trims her own bushes and everything with her little
so what you're saying is I'm probably gonna live for a long time.
Maybe.
I
hope I don't.
I'm gonna be out there trimming my bushes and everything. I want to do that too. I want to be like, thanks for the good genes. Now that we've like, it's so weird because we've always been cousins, but now that we're siblings, it's just like, it's a whole new, I don't know, to me it's like extra special because we're like double related.
Yeah, because we were already close as cousins.
Yeah.
Like really close, and now it's just a little different.
Like,
but it's like the same, but it's
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like
an enhanced
cousins,
because like better than being
because
cousin.
Like you're cousins but siblings, so you're like, it's just double.
It's weird,
like you get two relatives in one. It's basically what it is.
It's weird, right?
It is weird. And you know what? But now I get like, before I know a lot of people will be like, oh my God, you know, like, because mainly you hear about this stuff like in, like, you know, Mississippi, you know,
Kentucky,
stuff like that. Yeah, and it's just
cousins.
like, kissing cousins and all that, and it's just like,
not
what?
to offend anybody.
Not to offend the kissing cousins community or anybody else. But
yeah, so I did have another sister from like, I don't know, some random lady I think that he met at the bar.
Side piece. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, it was.
So you were just like, oh, and another one. Keeping it in the family.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I've heard of like other people and other things. So, I mean,
drama.
I don't know.
So when our cousin reached out and was telling me like, oh yeah, you know, and the whole story, if you haven't seen the story, you need to go back to the first video. You'll see how it all went down. And so I kind of figured, but I still had a lot of doubt. Like I had a lot of doubt. I was like, no, there's no way. Maybe there's a glitch in the matrix. Like something's wrong. Like it cannot be, right? And then when your test came back, I was just like, it's real. And you know, honestly, I still kind of feel like it's not real. Like, does that happen to you? Like, you're kind of like what? Like, I think it's because I haven't,
yes and no.
I haven't heard from him, and he knows. So he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Because I know you've told him.
Yeah,
I know.
because later I did tell him. I was like, well, I just thought you would want to know. I did an ancestry test. That's why I was trying to figure out the family tree. Like,
yeah.
Eventually it finally just all came out, and I was like, I think you should know, you know, that it came out that she is your daughter. So she's my sister, and I think you should know that. I thought you would want to know.
Out of everything, like, I'm just grateful to have you in my life and to know, because you didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And like just stepping up like that, like it was just like so much.
Don't cry.
I think just knowing is like the closure that I needed,
yeah.
You know, because I always wanted to know and I just never knew.
And that's why I wanted to do it, because
yeah.
I wanted to give you peace of mind. And I don't know why we never thought about it before, because even my wife was like, well, if you take the DNA
I know,
test,
and I was just like, and you know,
and
honestly,
we never did it.
Yeah, and honestly, it was because
stupid.
of all y'all in the comments. Like, everybody in the comments was like, well, if you just ask one of your cousins, one of his kids to take it, and I was just like, oh my God, but I never wanted to like say. And so when you offered, I was just like, because I you know me, I'm not gonna be like, hey, will you take the test, or you know, whatever.
Well, yeah.
And I didn't want any drama or whatever. And so, but of course, I mean, secrets come out, there's gonna be drama, right? And so when you offered, it was just like, and then I was like, no, you don't have to do it or whatever.
But I really wanted to, so no matter what she said anyways, I was already
yeah.
gonna do it, because I was like, if I can give you that peace of mind or that closure, you know, to help you in that sense, why not? Like,
yeah.
It's not gonna cost me anything.
And it did. But just having like my cuzbro and your family and, you know, my cuzsis, it just means the world. And of course the closure of knowing. So my cuzbro was telling me like, you need to make an update video, because
yeah.
you left it at kind of like where I was going to take the test or whatever. And I was like, you know what? You're
like,
right.
Yeah,
and they
left
were visiting.
everybody hanging.
I know. And I was like, oh my God, you're so right. And so they were visiting, and I was just like, well, we were going to do another video for y'all. First of all.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then, but we
don't
just said,
tell them. Maybe we'll do that one another time.
Okay, because I was already going to spill the beans.
For a little
sneak
peek.
Y'all are going to have to stay tuned, because what we were going to do is good. But then we were just like talking about, like, because I thought I had something. I thought I had something on my face.
Sisters,
right? I'm like, damn. No, I thought it was like a feather.
Oh, okay.
Anywho, so we were just like, well, instead of that other video, do you kind of want to do the update? Because you've been saying that I need that update video. And then you were like, yeah, let's do it. Screw it. Let's do it. Oh, that rhymes.
Screw it. Let's do
it. That's so dumb. But anyways,
random.
The cool thing is that I think is like you're open like me, and you've been like, yeah, that's my cuz sis, and like you call me cuz sis, I call you cuz bro, and now I don't know, we just call Uncle Daddy.
Yeah, even people at work though, I'm like, yeah, my sister, because sometimes I slip up and I'm like my cousin, and I'm like, well, she's my sister. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, I found out my cousin was my sister. Fucked up, right? Anyways, go follow her on YouTube. Like, what the fuck?
And they're gonna be like, is there something you want to tell me?
They look at me like, what? Polygamous?
What in the podunk bill are y'all doing out there?
Where do y'all come from?
Even I was like,
we're normal.
Yeah, I was like, what? But now I kind of get why it was such a secret. Like, why it was a skeleton in the closet. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, I think that, like, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I don't remember.
We do that too. Gina, what were we talking about? She's over there spinning that chair. She don't even know what the hell's going on.
You were saying that it was normal to helping us.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because she started talking about how she tells people at work to follow you.
Oh, yeah. And so now we're just like, yeah, Uncle Daddy and cuzbro and cousin. And that's the cool thing, I think, is like, okay, because in the beginning, I felt like the burden was on me. And I felt a lot of guilt. And then I was like, and because of all of y'all in the comments and stuff, we're like, it's not your fault. Like, you were born into this. Like, you're not responsible for what happened before you were conceived. And I was just like, dude, that's so right. And so to have, and I thought like, oh my God, like that's why I made the video, because I felt like, you know what, I don't know how to handle this. I'm going to make a video. That way, if anybody wants to come look for me, they can. And that way they'll know from me, like I'm an open book. Like I don't have any bad feelings towards anybody. It is what it is. And I got an Uncle Daddy and a cuzbro and some cuzsis, you know?
It
like,
was kind of messed up how it at first all came out because I had called her.
Like upset.
Talking shit.
But it wasn't even my fault. It was my mama's fault.
Yeah.
Because my mom took things like totally, and she claims that she didn't. She claims that she didn't. She's like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, apparently she went and told another family member, and then that family member let my mom know, and then it was just like this whole big thing that got blown up. So by the time it got to me, I was like, well, that's my mom, and nobody's messing with my mom. So then I called her,
and I was like, no, I'm not, that's not even how it is. And you know what? Thank God that I made that video.
Yeah.
Because I was like, no, you know what? Because I was accused
of name dropping
and blasting everybody and dragging our family's name to filth, and that's not what I did. And so I was so glad. I was like, you know what? I'm having an issue right now with my mom because of her behavior. So I want you to know that, like, I'm upset too. And if anything, I'm shocked. Like, it's not my fault. You know, but my mother was trying to put that blame, like, you know, like, and it was just like such a burden. And I think that's why I was like so emotional.
But then at the same time, it was like what she meant to be negative actually turned out to be positive.
Yes. And
because then once I saw the video, like, well, first of all, we talked for like hours that day.
Yeah.
And then by the time we got off the phone, I was already like over it. Like I wasn't even
Me
mad
too.
at her at
I know.
all.
We stayed on the phone because actually, sis, you and me were all on the phone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so my sis was like, yeah, I gotta go. And then me and you stayed on the phone for like, and then we just picked up like from like nothing. Like
if I didn't even call her talking.
Yeah,
mess,
like we were just like, oh yeah, girl, and blah blah blah.
I'm just like, yeah, and my daughter and da da da.
Yeah, and I was like, oh girl, y'all gotta come over. And so, you know, it was just like that. So yeah, I look at it very much like that too, because, you know, out of everything, like because of, you know, my mother's behavior and all of that blaming, you know, me, which I wasn't even around, like I wasn't there. How is it my fault?
Yeah.
So all of that and everything turned into something good, because I may have lost, you know, touch with one family member, but like how many more did I gain?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's what I look at too. And so now, like, you know, we're closer than ever, like, because we're double related, you know, and I love it. I have my little cousin niece, who I love to pieces. And I have a new, well, my sister-in-law is just my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we embrace it, and
it is
what it is, and that's what it is. So if any of y'all out there are in a similar situation, which I know a whole lot of y'all are, because I've seen it in the comments, I just want y'all to know that sometimes in life, there may be something negative that'll come your way. Always look for the positive though, because sometimes things fall apart so that way good things come together, and that's what I think happened. Yeah. So I don't know, I'm grateful, and thank you so much for that closure.
Oh, you're welcome.
Because I never thought I was going to get it in my life, and so for you to do that for me was like priceless.
You better not start.
I don't mean to. Smack me. Coronavirus. So yeah, see, this is why it was so hard for me to make that first video, because it was like so many emotions.
Yeah.
But
I don't blame you, especially with everything, like when you were first telling me everything and how you were going through things, and I was like, dude, it's not your fault. And I would always tell her, like, it's not your fault, don't feel bad, because she would apologize. And it was like, dude, you can't apologize for something that my dad and your mom did. Like, they did it, you know, and if they're not even feeling any kind of way about it.
Oh, girl, my mom was quick to like try to, and you were the one, and I was like, I wasn't there. Like, how is
You're
me?
all the little baby.
I know.
You're the
girl,
one.
Girl, I was an egg, and I was inside Uncle Daddy's. You know what? So, like, I wasn't even swimming at that point.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
You know
like,
what?
that was crazy.
Yeah,
but
it was
she
nuts.
really did feel like a lot of guilt with it. So I was just like, dude, I don't care.
And my cuzbro came to the rescue, and it was like, you don't feel like that, and if you apologize again, I'm gonna smack you. And so I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
For stuff that's not even your fault. It would kind of piss me off a little bit. Like,
but you helped me so much, and then all of you guys helped me too, honestly, because at first I was like, I even felt ashamed even making that video, because I was like, oh my god, people are gonna think I'm freaking like a weirdo, you know? But it wasn't, you know.
But it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to do with you because
it's how it was made.
That's how you were made, but it's not your fault. It doesn't have anything to do
I know
with
that
you.
now, but at the time, that's why that video was so emotional, because I carried all of that, and it was just, and now I'm just like, oh no. So, you know, if they want to put that on me, Uncle Daddy, Mama, yeah, that's on y'all. That ain't me. That's on y'all.
Up, right?
Yeah. Like, I'm like, don't be trying to make me feel like that. Like, hey, I mean, telenovelas happen all the time. So, you know.
Well, not all of those are real, though.
Girl, they got to be inspired from somewhere.
You think?
Like, one day, like, I'm pretty sure.
Because, like, Jerry Springer's off the chain. And I know people, I'm not going to say who.
Ooh.
But I actually know a couple who is also another gay couple that went on Jerry Springer.
They were actually on there?
On the show.
Oh, now I want to watch the episode.
But it was like all made up. They had like script things and stuff to go by. What? And I was like, what? When she told me, I was like, you just ruined Jerry Springer for me.
Right?
Like I used to sit there like, Jerry,
me too. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Made up.
So I was like, well, is Maury then? But then I was like, well, maybe not, because they actually do.
Well, haven't you seen the way they run out and they're like, the cameraman's chasing and they're like, no, like, that's how my mama would be if she was on Maury. Oh, girl, no, girl.
Man, that episode would probably go viral.
Right? They'd be like, look at this woman over here.
She'd be shaking the camera.
Blaming her daughter.
True.
It had to be a shock, honestly, from his end. Like, I put myself in his perspective if I was a dude and if I was like, you know, going around, you know, spreading my seed. I think about stuff like that and I'm like, well, I guess it would be a shock. And I guess because of all the drama, like, because it is drama. Yeah. And like, you know, it kind of got like, you know, between two sisters and all that.
I kind of feel like it's what you make of it. Like,
true,
to me, it's not drama.
Yeah, to me, it's not either. But to them,
when her mom was telling other family members, like, yeah, it made like a whole big drama.
Oh yeah, it was huge. And then
like
she
ridiculous.
Was like, I didn't do that. I was like, so I think that the cool other thing that's cool is that at least I have memories of spending time with him and y'all. Even though my memories are like, oh, that's my uncle. But like, it's better to have memories than to not have any at all. And so now I'm like, oh my God. And so now I like it brought up a whole new like view of, oh my God, and I remember when he would do this and when he would play with us doing this and, you know, stuff like that. So it just makes it more special, you know. And I think that that's like, even if I don't get anything else, like I have my cuzbro, my cuzes, all of the family, you know, y'all's family, and you know, and I have my memories. So that's what I take from it.
Yeah, because we used to go to the lake a lot. We used
Heck
to have a lot of fun at Canyon
We're
Lake.
all close.
All
like,
the time. Like, we were
so close, we'd take baths together.
And we were so dark back then, just from being out in the water in the sun, like, all day long.
Yeah.
One time I almost even drowned over there.
I didn't know
that. But I never told anybody because I didn't want my mom to spank me.
Why would she spank you? You almost died. Get her right here. Like, what? If anything, I believe everything happens for a reason. And I think that me finding out that he was my dad was to give me that other half of my history that I never had, to save me from the whole breast cancer thing that I'm going through.
I think you actually know more on that history than I do.
Oh, no. Well, that's thanks to our cousin. Thanks to our cousin on Uncle Daddy's side.
Yeah.
Because she helped me a lot. So, yeah.
I probably need to ask her. Like,
you do. Because now you're going through stuff and it's like, dang. It's real strong on that side of the family. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Well, I'm glad that you guys got to have an official update with my cuzbro, and now y'all know everything about my, man, that was a big ass skeleton in that closet.
Yeah.
It was like that one where, yeah, where you see the little skeleton and they say, so big bone girls are really walking out here with skeletons like this. And it shows a big old skeleton. That's the kind of skeleton that was in that closet. It was a big one. So, but y'all know everything now. I love sharing my life with y'all and everything. And so now you know. So, and that's my cuzbro. So when I talk about my cuzbro in here, now you know who I'm talking about. What was that?
I don't know. Just so they see the face.
I'm gonna do that from now on.
Oh, look, my hair's messed up.
Oh, girl. Okay, guys. Until next video. Bye.
Bye.